Hey, it's Finn. I'm joined by Isaac,
You
and
alright?
this is the Trash Corner.
You alright? Today we're going to be talking about politics, specifically the general election happening on the 4th of July.
The general election happens every 5 years. It's one of the most important events in the UK.
It's normally dominated by two major parties, Labour and Tory. They're constant rivals every election due to their difference in political views.
Stereotypically, Conservatives are favours for the upper class, but people say this due to their past policies, such as IR35.
However, as of recent, the stereotype has slowly started to die down because of the Tories' promises of tax cuts in their manifesto.
However, Labour in their manifesto plan to create an energy company that will generate an eco-friendly energy source by utilising the sun and the wind. This can create up to 650,000 jobs and save £93 billion for UK households.
To help us better understand the election, someone from our team has created a video about it.
The general election, an event that takes place every 5 years. However, the Prime Minister can call for a dissolution of Parliament at any time. This is what has happened this year, with current Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, when he called for the elections to take place on the 4th of July 2024. During a general election, the population of the UK vote for which party they want to take charge of the country. These parties are known as Conservatives, Labour, Green, Liberal Democrats and Reform UK. Each of these parties create a manifesto of policies which they promise to deliver if elected. The Labour Party are one of the two major political parties in the UK that have trailed to the Conservatives from the past few elections. They have left-wing views and a few of their policies include financial stability within the government, climate investment, lowering the legal voting age to 16 and introducing the Take Back Control Act. They are the favourites to win this year, with Sir Keir Starmer set to take the role of Prime Minister. The Conservatives are the other major political party who have won the past few elections. They are the opposite to Labour Party, holding right-wing views and are led by current Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. Some of their policies include bringing back national service for 18-year-olds, tax cuts for the self-employed workers, tougher sentences in prisons, introduce the Rwanda scheme and increase defence spending. The Conservatives look to lose power for the first time in 14 years. The Liberal Democrats' policies include free personal care, more GPs, in faster cancer treatment, increase public spending, scrap the Rwanda scheme, recognise non-binary identities and ban conversion therapy. They also want to lower the legal voting age to 16. The Green Party are also looking to gain as many votes as possible. Their policies include big investments in the NHS, taxes on assets over £10 million, tax rise for earners over 50 million, scrap university tuition, VAT free culture and nationalise railways, water and energy. Reform UK are the most recent party, led by Nigel Farage and Richard Tice. Their policies are tax on business for employing overseas workers, reform the economy, reform energy and reform public sector. If you are eligible to vote, you can receive a polling card, which includes information such as closest polling stations. You'll need ID to vote, or you can apply for voter ID.
I thought that video was quite informative, to be fair.
Yeah, I had no idea what most of their manifestos were because I just didn't really care, to be honest.
I mean, well, they're all important, but like Conservatives is the one that was more well known.
Which one do you think's better, Conservative or Labour?
I'd say Conservatives, because Rishi Sunak's plan to send immigrants that illegally came to the UK to Rwanda to keep them in a safe environment.
It's a bit 50-50, that one.
Well, it's not just that really. Cutting tax for workers, funding 100,000 high-quality apprenticeships, cutting antisocial behaviour and supporting the self-employed.
Personally, I'm more on Labour's side because they've got those plans to fix like 1 million potholes a year, deliver economic stability, cut NHS waiting times, and recruit about 6,500 new teachers.
But I mean, when they were elected in the past, they were selling England's gold, increasing the unemployment, bankrupting Britain, and increasing the crime.
Yeah, but the Tories are no better.
I mean, Conservatives have all the right views though. Like they're fixing this country.
Sunak is pushing innocent people out of the country.
Perhaps.
Right, he's demanding that people be sent into national service as well.
Yeah, but it's about time that young people get some responsibilities and skills that will help them in the real world.
You sound like a pensioner who thinks they thought in World War Two.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Moving on. Enough about our views. Other members of our team have gone out and asked people around our college to see what they think about the election.
The current Prime Minister, to be honest, I think he's a busted flush. He's a dead man walking and it's over.
I think he's terrible in my opinion due to how he's trying to send children who are turning 18 this year to war, and also he's shortening the holidays to 4 weeks.
Oh, well, the job of Prime Minister is a very complex one. I think ultimately history will judge how good, how bad a Prime Minister was. Obviously every Prime Minister has had good and bad, etc. about them. Again, because of who I am here, I'm not in a position to say what is good, what is bad, but I think ultimately it will be the historians who decide, and ultimately it will be the people on July the 4th who decide whether he is good, bad, or whether indeed he is a mixture of the two.
Different people will think that the election's important for different reasons. I would encourage anybody that is students age 16 to 19 to find out as much as possible about the election and to make a decision based on lots of knowledge. Apathy is no good, so lots of people are really apathetic and don't vote because they can't be bothered. If you're not voting and it's a political choice not to vote, like a lot of young people don't vote, but if that's a political choice and you've come to that decision based on knowing a lot about politics, then that's okay. If you come to that decision because you can't be bothered with politics, then that's not okay at all.
100%. Big believer in democracy, where everybody gets the opportunity to have their say and make a valid change. I do believe that there should be an overhaul of democracy within the UK. I'm not a big fan of first past the post system. Single transferable vote would probably be a better system to make sure that everybody's vote counts. I believe in this country it may just be a two-horse race, whereas if we had an alternative voting system, then it may give opportunities for other parties such as Greens to make more of an impact on how the country is governed.
Sounds like a lot of them aren't a fan of Rishi Sunak.
Well, I can understand why.
I mean, to be fair, I think it is quite unfair that only 18-year-olds or over are allowed to vote.
Yeah, but I think both Labour and the Green Party are going to change that to 16s in the next election, which is only fair because they're the ones that are the vocal point of most of these policies.
Yeah, to say I'm against Labour, I do have to agree with that.
Yep. Cheers, Finn. So, that's all the time we have for today.
Thanks for watching our show. See you next time. Peace out, gang.
Kill me now.